If you want to keep growing without losing sight of your end goal, then the PTR framework is your quick fix. For years, I struggled to make real progress while working on my projects. PTR became my solution to that issue. So in this video, I'll show you what PTR is, how you can apply it to your own project, and how to expand it to make it even more effective. With that being said, welcome to Quick Fix, the format where I share concepts and principles that have helped me simplify or improve my work. So PTR, it stands for play, train, and rain. The framework breaks your work down into execution, play, and training, train. What does rain stand for in that case? Nothing really. But it sounds great, and if you stick with your play and train sessions over time, you've definitely earned the right to feel like royalty. Okay, now back to play and train. The distinction helps you keep developing without losing focus on the actual goal. The framework defines 4 types of sessions: play, short-term hard skill training, long-term hard skill training, and soft skill training. I'll start by explaining the theory, show you how I applied these principles in tennis, and then walk you through how I use it to build this YouTube channel. Let's start with the play session. This is match time. During this phase, your only focus is to move closer to the final product. You're working with what you already know or what you can quickly figure out. If you notice that a part of your process takes too long, make a note of it and try to improve it in your next short-term hard skill session. The key here is pure execution. It's just like stepping onto the court and playing a match. You bring what you've got and play through. This is not the moment to fix major mistakes. Now it's time for improvement. In hard skill training, you work on skills that directly impact the quality of your final product. There are 2 types of training here. In short-term hard skill training, you focus on tweaking the small stuff. These are things that affect either the product itself or your workflow. In tennis, for me, this meant fixing recurring mistakes that cost me unnecessary points, like double faults or hitting the net. In long-term hard skill training, you work on areas that will improve the end result in the long run, or even make it possible in the first place. This means learning skills that are directly tied to your success. For me on the tennis court, this meant training my feel for the ball to become more consistent with my shots. So I was learning a foundational skill I'd need for every single stroke. Enough about specifics. Let's move on to something that's often underestimated: soft skills. In soft skill training, you develop abilities that influence your final product indirectly. This might include communication skills, the ability to tell stories, or working with AI chatbots to improve your work. But it could be anything else. The line between soft skills and hard skills can sometimes be blurry, but you'll figure out what fits where for you. In tennis, I see everything that happens off the court and is not tennis specific as a soft skill. That means strength training, endurance training, and mental training. These all fall into this category. So those are the theoretical basics of this framework. But how can you actually apply it to your project? Honestly, it's super simple. Here's all you need: a spreadsheet or just pen and paper, and the calendar. Okay, so let's take a look at the spreadsheet. As you can see here, there are 2 more columns, and they are in German because I speak German and I created a template for you that is in English. So here you go, listen to me. Besides the sessions themselves, you have the content of these sessions. These are more or less the projects you work on during that time. Then you also have the hours you put in per week. This is just an estimate of how much time you want to put into each different project. During the match time, I focus on content creation, meaning I create these videos, I write the script for these videos, I write my blog posts, and so on. Then during my long-term hard skill training, I focus on becoming better at creating titles and thumbnails, because these are the first things people see when YouTube recommends them the video, and I first need to become good at that. Once I'm good at that, the videos get more attention and probably it leads to earning money and so on. Then during my short-term hard skill training sessions, I focus on these tiny fixes that can be done in like 20 to 30 minutes, sometimes even more. And I also focus on skills that will instantly benefit my workflow. So in that case, I wrote down that I want to learn how to use macros in DaVinci Resolve more effectively. Then we come to soft skill training, where I currently try to build up a slip box system in Obsidian. The idea behind that is that I'm faster at writing my scripts and my blogs, and I never run out of ideas. Right now I'm very fortunate, so I can do this full time. So I have 5 hours assigned to each training session and 25 hours assigned to the content creation process itself. Once you've done that, you can take out your calendar and block out time slots for each of the 4 session types. Depending on how flexible you are with your schedule, you might not even need to be super strict about this. For example, right now I don't have anything planned for 2 or 3 days ahead, because basically I can do just whatever I want. But it can be really helpful if you have a fixed schedule and you need to push in some dedicated time for your tasks in there. And just like that, you've laid the foundation for your success. But this is just the beginning of how PTR can work in your life. Personally, I found tons of ways to combine this framework with other techniques like time blocking or vertical planning to make even better use of my time. I'm super happy I get to share this framework with you, and I'd really love to hear what you think about it. I truly believe this framework can be applied to any area of your life and help you improve quickly without losing sight of your actual goal. Where do you think you could use it effectively in your life? Take a moment to think about it and let me know in the comments in which area you would like to try it. With that being said, have fun trying it out and best of luck in reaching your goals. I'm out.